Hemos llegado a Mexico City. ¿Qué onda, nómadas? And welcome to
Mexico City.
Today I'm going to show Freyita this beautiful city and the castle of Chapultepec. Y ahora venimos caminando desde el Ángel hasta el bosque de Chapultepec porque vamos a visitar uno de los mejores museos de la Ciudad de México, que es el Castillo de Chapultepec. El único castillo real aquí en América Latina, señores y señores. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué piensas que es esto? Dice:
To celebrate the heroes.
a los defensores de la patria.
Heroes who died to save
Yeah, that's true.
Mexico.
These are the 6 niños héroes or hero boys that defended this castle when the Americans came to invade our country. Then there is one kid that is the most prominent one, that is called Juan Escutia. He took the flag, the Mexican flag, and then he jumped from the castle. He killed himself.
That's good.
Because he thought, I'm going to die first before you take the flag of this castle. You will discover more now that we go to the castle. Los tickets to enter the Chapultepec Castle cost 90 pesos for foreigners and also 90 pesos for Mexicans actually. However, if you have a student card, please bring it because then it's
For free.
What is the meaning of Chapultepec? Chapul comes from the name of Chapulín, which means cricket, and Tepec, that means hill. So then Chapultepec means
Cricket healer?
yes.
Okay.
So the hill of the cricket. And it was a place for the Aztecs to do some rituals. It was a sacred place, and that's also why they chose to build the castle here. So Freyita, be ready because you will be learning a lot, but it's going to be a test. Are you ready for this?
No.
¿Lista para la primera pregunta?
I hope so.
Es sobre la bandera. ¿Por qué hay un águila devorando una serpiente parada sobre un nopal en la bandera de México?
It was something about that there was a story that if that would happen, that would be Mexico, something like that.
Nice. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so se la vamos a pasar como buena. This is a story. There was a town and this town was very dry, the town of the former Aztecs. So the god Huitzilopochtli, he appeared and he told the story of walk in this direction until you find an eagle devouring a snake in a nopal. There is where you are going to start your new city. You are going to build the new city. Entonces la tierra prometida is the promised land of the Aztecs. And I mean, that's the story, but this symbolizes a lot for Mexicans, you know? When we see this eagle, it's like, oh, we just love it. And we are all identified with this symbol in the flag. Okay, now second question. What is the name of the guy that jumped from this castle with the Mexican flag?
I forgot.
I just told you.
I know.
So it's this guy.
Oh, this is the guy.
Yes, that's the symbol. The name of this guy is Juan Escutia.
So he jumped from there, here?
Sí, Juan Escutia se lanzó desde ahí. Hay una placa que dice que ahí fue donde quedó. Now I'm going to explain something. So why Diego Rivera is so famous here in Mexico, and not only him, but also other set of artists that are super famous in Mexico, because they painted on the walls of the streets. So they painted to the wider public, and this is what are we going to see right now.
Okay.
This will be a representation of the Mexican Revolution. Take the land back to the people. Here is the representation of how Mexico City or Tenochtitlan looked like before. Everything was water, and now it's all destroyed by these Europeans. Also, one of my favorite things about the Aztecs is that you could recognize where the Aztec city started and it was recognizable by this. So basically there was like a wall full of skulls, and that indicated, hey, if you cross this line, this is what's going to happen to you.
Yay.
I particularly love this picture because it represents the marriage of two cultures, the Aztecs and the Spanish. And you can see the Spanish on a horse, and the Aztec warriors, they were just fighting lanzas.
Primitive, like,
Yeah, like
with not using
a bit primitive,
technology.
not using the technology of that time, and maybe that's why we lost the battle. This is a very important one, a very important picture, because it represents that the Spanish didn't kill us. They just used religion to conquer us. So this is the representation of the Spanish doing a baptism to a noble Aztec. They conquer us really with religion, and that's why now you can see in Mexico that they are all so devoted to, to the Catholicism and to Christianity. ¿Ya conociste a Sor Juana Inés de la Cruz? I think if you met her in real life, you would be so proud of her because she wanted to study and she wanted to, she didn't care about the rules that time, so she dressed up as a man to study. Here you can see all of the things she used to learn because she was an astronomer, mathematician, philosopher, she was everything. So this is one of the beauties of our history because we had all of these territories, so California, Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, and we lost it and we gave it to the United States. But actually, the Americans, when they invade Mexico, they came to Mexico City and they put the American flag in the Zócalo. So then the Mexicans, we said no, don't conquer us. We are going to give you all of this. And that's what happened. Another part of our history is that we divided society in different classes. These were the combination of Spanish, indigenous, and then the product of that is a mestizo, so like me. Or the combination of Spanish and Spanish, but born in America, then the product wouldn't be a Spanish person. It would be something called criollo. So these are all the classifications of society. And yeah, if you think about it, these things are still in our present day, and that's why we cannot form an identity of what is a Mexican. So this is a name you need to remember that is called Hidalgo. He was the one who started the Mexican independence.
Yeah, he's not very good looking.
Freya, if you look at this picture, what do you think about? What do you feel?
I feel sadness, actually.
Sadness.
Yeah, because I see a lot of sadness and hunger. And
this is the representation of our independence, but indeed, a lot of people died. So, of course, it was sad. This guy is also very important for Mexican history, and is called Benito Juárez. He was the first indigenous Mexican president, because so far we just had white presidents or Spanish, and when he came to the power, he needed to fight again the French and to fight against the invasion of the French in Mexico, and also to fight Maximiliano de Habsburgo. So actually, the person responsible for the creation of this beautiful building, because he was the second emperor of Mexico and he came from Austria. So he wanted to build a castle that reminded him the beautiful city of Vienna. He was Maximilian van Habsburg. Some people brought him to rule Mexico. During this time, he was the emperor of Mexico. Then he brought all of these things from Austria, and also this beautiful wagon. So here also we can see more royal clothing. There is your flag.
it's my boat.
Mi querida Freyita, hora de examen. ¿A quién estamos viendo aquí atrás?
This is the dictator Diaz.
Ah, sí está poniendo atención. Ok, punto más para la Freyita. Siguiente pregunta, esto ya lo aprendimos también. ¿Quién es este señor?
Zapata.
¡Ah! Sí se acuerda. You read it.
Oh wait.
You read it.
No.
Lali.
No.
Dice ahí. Qué tramposa. Punto anulado, punto anulado.
No.
So, time for another quiz. Do you remember the name of this street?
No.
We just walked there.
You haven't told me.
Yeah, we were there at the Angel, and then we came back. Like
Yeah.
we came to
Yeah.
this
I know.
direction.
But you didn't tell me the name of the street.
Yeah, I told you.
Oh, what is it?
Like we are at Reforma. Okay, so I will tell you a fun fact. So, you know now that this street is called Paseo de la Reforma and is one of the most iconic and important streets in Mexico City. And the reason why it's straight, as you know, like it's a straight line, it was deliberated by the emperor itself. Because you know that in Europe you have, for example, the Champs-Élysées, that is also a straight line. And here he wanted to be standing in this exact place and see his city, his town, you know, his country.
Yeah.
And from here he had the view to everything and
That's a nice view.
the view to the most important street in the city. Do you know what was the name of the empress?
Maxime, no.
No, the empress.
I don't know.
Charlotte.
Oh, Charlotte? Oh. Oh, Charlotte's room. Okay, yeah. I knew it.
So you're my queen. So to me, Chapultepec is one of these places that you must visit when you come to Mexico City because it's very unique. I mean, you don't have this in many Latin American cities, and also it's the place to learn Mexican history. Okay, my dear, so this is it. What did you think about the Chapultepec Castle?
I mean, I learned a lot about Mexican history. It was very nice to hear all the stories from you. And this is a very beautiful place. I actually really love the floors. Can we get them?
Yes, we should. Ready for the last question.
No, okay, give it to me.
What is the correct name of Mexico?
The United States of Mexico.
¿Y en español?
Estados Unidos de México.
Eso, casi.
Yeah.
Estados Unidos
Yeah.
Mexicanos, yes. You did it.
I did it.
Perfect. You are almost Mexican now.
Almost.
You are so ready to be Mexican.
So ready.
And I personally love showing you my heritage because in this place, our history as Mexicans is concentrated. And I'm really, really proud that we can show this to foreigners or we can show this to our friends that are not from Mexico.
Or to you.
Or to you. So really, really love it. I'm very proud of my country. Let me know if you have already been here, what do you think about it. Y nos vemos
En el siguiente video.
esa. Ya me completo las palabras y todo.